The structure and order of represented components in the shot, image, canvas, or theatrical scene are defined as a composition. Sounds straightforward and digestible, but speaking of Wes Anderson,
Sweet lime?
Yes, please. Sounds good.
his compositional approach is the art within the art. The number of compositions and their mixes in cinema is infinite, so don't preoccupy yourself with dogmas like lines, shapes, spaces, etc. However, as each shot matters, elements of composition matter too. So a carefully designed shot is the key. In the first 3 minutes of French Dispatch, directed by Wes Anderson, he applied approximately 75% of all well-known compositional techniques.
Let's go get a drink and smoke a cigarette.
However, one composition is his favorite and became his signature look, and this one is Why Symmetry? Here are a few ideas about it. First is the idea of symmetry per se, by which humans try to achieve beauty and absolution. Second, the director's personal qualities, as everyone has their own unique fetish. Anderson creates a sense of order and harmony within the frame.
Good evening, Mr. Whitman. How can I help you?
These adds aesthetical charm and reflects Anderson's structured and controlled nature.
Is it possible for us to get some more of those savory snacks, please?
Of course.
Finally, cinematic perfectionism. This idea perfectly matches Stanley Kubrick's philosophy.
Can I offer you anything else?
I don't think so.
And Wes Anderson shares that idea with the director mentioned above.
I'll be right back.
I forgot something.
Just check Kubrick Space Odyssey 2000 or Shining. The symmetrical perfection and color distribution had a revolutionary concept by the time it was made. What about our director? He lifted that idea to an unprecedented level.
Want to smoke a cigarette with me in the bathroom?
The next important tool in Anderson's visual storytelling technique is blocking. In cinema is the planned movement and positioning of actors and objects within the frame. Anderson applies a few technical solutions. In static blocking, actors remain still or have minimal movement within the frame. This technique focuses on actors' performances where dialogue is integral to the storytelling process. Here, actors or objects have a complex and synchronized movements. Generally speaking, this technique is commonly used in musical sequences or highly choreographed action scenes. So, choreography is carefully planned and rehearsed multiple times before execution. Anderson's choreography aims to create a visually engaging sequence synchronized with the scene's rhythm. This type of blocking focuses on creating specific paths or trajectories for the actors to follow within the frame. Planning the characters' routes during a scene involves creating smooth and visually pleasing movements. The goal of pathway blocking is to guide the audience attention, create visual variety, and add spatial relationships between characters or objects. Group blocking is the positioning and movement of multiple actors within a scene. The major goal is to induce ensemble casts, where interactions and dynamics between characters has a natural or unique pattern. Wes Anderson utilizes three-axis camera movement: sagittal, frontal, and horizontal. In the sagittal axis, the camera has trucking movement from right to left or from left to right, most commonly used to reveal something or somebody in the scene. If the camera follows an object, the trucking movement evolves into tracking movement, because you are tracking or following the actor or object. In the frontal axis, the camera moves back and forth, or technically speaking, push in or out if the distance is short, or dolly in or out if the distance is longer. But if you follow the object in the frontal axis, here you call the camera movement tracking dolly, in or out, typically used to reveal emotions or situations where the performance is situated, most commonly performed with the help of dolly wheels or gimbal. On the horizontal axis, the camera moves up or down, or technically speaking, pedestal up or down, most commonly used to reveal location, scene, or geography. It can be done with the crane or jib. Quite often, Anderson's camera stays in the axial position or point 0 and moves along x-axis, pans to the left or to the right, or tilts up or down. If you pass the camera quicker, it creates a whip-pan effect. The editor uses this technique to create seamless creative transitions between shots. Rarely, but still, handheld camera can be used in the action scene where the presentation effect is needed. As music has rhythm, editing has as well. Regarding Anderson's cut, his movies have a moderato or andante pace. This is a musical term, but to physically explain what it means, it's just a walking pace. No fast, no slow. He may increase or decrease pacing in some scenes, but for a short period when the story or dialogue dictates a tone. For many filmmakers, Anderson's cut might look straightforward. Still, it has a perfectly designed rhythm that constantly unfolds the story. Wes Anderson doesn't focus on music or sound design like other masters of his industry do. Yes, he has musical cues and sound design to support the mood or connotate the scene or shot. However, he is not strict about exceptional scoring. So he would be fine just to grab some pieces of music from his colorful memories. The same approach is unacceptable for Steven Spielberg or Guy Ritchie, for instance, where music is the foremost tool to catch the audience. Wes Anderson is a true artist with the top level of perfectionism. To achieve this level of artistry is not enough to be just talented. As a human, he developed additional qualities in his nature. The mix of masculine and feminine essence defines his taste and worldview. By experimenting and developing both sides of those nature, Anderson increased the quality of his movies to the next level. You may clearly define that. The most common colors he used, feminine red and masculine blue, apparently reflects the nature of both worlds. By combining two oppositional forces, you create Wes Anderson's aesthetics that doesn't match anything on the market. This quality is great to have, as it helps to uncover completely different worlds.